25 30 seconds. This tire has 27 30 seconds, but it's wide. It's a wide tire. When we talk about width, for example, the example I can give you is through retreading. This tire right here has a 240 millimeter tread on top of it. So when you retread it, you can put a 240 millimeter tread back on top. Something like that would be a 230 millimeters. So we're losing 10 millimeters in width. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it is, because it can extend the life of your, or slow down the replacement of this tire, of your drive tire. So wide is better, okay? So if you have a wider tire, you have better contact with the road, which gives you better handling, better traction. It also gives you longer run out. It'll extend the life of your tires.
It's kind of what you're trying to get to, steers a little
Which part?
different, yeah.
All three of the,
Okay. A wider tire,
That's what we see your public.
a wider tire is going to give you better handling, or more contact patch on the road. More contact patch on the road means better traction, better handling. Wider tire is also going to wear slower. We talked about the wear rate. Low contact patch equals wear rate. So if I have a wider contact patch, my wear rate will be lower. Okay? So if you have a skinnier tire, it's going to wear out faster because you're not spreading the load over a greater surface. That's what we're talking about with this one. Okay? Is that what you needed, Shrek? Okay. Now, if you notice, the 726 EL is Bridgestone's long wear tire. By the EL, extra light, extra long. The G372 is the Goodyear version. Look at the difference in the width of those tires. Huge difference. You've got almost 25 inches here, you're just under 25 there, you're just under 25 there. Actually, this is over 25, so almost like 25 and a half. So you've got a longer, greater contact patch, so in your on your tractor. The key here, this tire pretty well sells itself once they try it. Many factors, we'll get to the matrix cycling here in a second, but for the width, because of the width, this tire runs long, and matrix cycling helps with that. I've had this tire run out of 350,000 miles. That's essentially 2.5 years of running, almost 3. And the guy's like, okay. Then they retread it to the same pattern again, get another 3 years out of it, and then the casing one's done, and they've gotten the full use out of that tire. Yes? I thought you could say something.
I was seeing who's, I was thinking I could do my presentation on that tire, but I would steal Adam's and Chris's,
Okay.
and I don't want to do that. Did you talk about the protector ply? The protector ply on that picture? I love that.
No, I haven't. Okay.
Someone tell me, well, I can't do that. Does everyone see the protector ply? Which ply is the protector ply?
closest to the
The
ground.
top one closest to the group, right? Okay, so you can see with the XDN2, which is a Michelin, Bridgestone, or a Goodyear. Michelin, good, I was hoping y'all knew that. All right. So you see how that covers all the major groups, right?
Yeah.
So exactly what we were saying, that's great. So now let's go to the M726EL. Is that a Bridgestone or a Goodyear?
Bridgestone.
Bridgestone, because M for Bridgestone means drive tire. I hadn't figured that one out yet. Okay, so M726EL, you see the protector ply. Does it cover all the major groups?
No.
But you see how it's shiny? Shiny means steel. So they have a steel protector ply. That's nice, that's good. It's not full width. Now let's go to Goodyear. Sorry, is the G the Goodyear? All right. Do they have a full width protector ply?
Yeah.
So it covers all major groups. Is it shiny?
No.
Why? Kevlar, which has the strength of pantyhose. Okay.
Okay,
that's
well, in that
Come on.
one layer. All right. So, but you can see the protector ply. So that's a good example of how the protector plies work out. Okay.
Did you ask what the benefit is of that?
The benefit of the protector ply helps protect the casing, so that way your casing is not as prone to get penetrations, so you have less repairs, which is an expense, and better longevity or retreadability of your casings, which is less expense.
Yeah, well, by that.
Give him a ticket.
Yeah.
gift card.
No. That's drawn tomorrow, you won't be here.
All right, you gotta be
That's
present.
not your president wins. When we're talking traction, we're talking safety. Okay, so anytime we talk about increased traction, then it's always about safety. So we have the extra wide footprint, extends the wear, extends the life of the tire. Okay, so I'm having fast wear out of my tires. What do you have in this one? Well, I have the XDM2, it has a wider footprint. That'll give you more stability in the road, better traction, and longer run out on your tires. What benefit is that to me? You don't have to buy as many tires, you get a better cost per mile out of your tire. Brings money right back to your bottom line, back to your pocket. Yes?
Since this tire is wider than the others, does it have a larger full width elastic protector block?
Sure. Yeah. See it right up there?
But that's not just one standard door across all.
No, no, it's specific to the size and the width of the tire. Like we go to the X1, those have full width elastic protecting
Several.
blocks. Yes, Ian?
Another question. Since we have the longest running, lasting tire wear tire there compared to the other two, in percent wise,
I didn't say that they were, those are still, they run
Okay.
long.
Oh, yeah.
yep.
Yeah,
I was
make no
just,
mistake about it.
yeah, my question was, or will be, how much more percent is our tire compared to these two other tires, generally?
Long wear or cost?
Cost, two
A lot.
of them.
Probably.
Just roughly.
It could be $100.
On a $500 tire.
Okay, all right. So I'm just, in my mind, I'm trying to understand, I know these all wear, they're long wearing tires.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm selling a tire to the fleet guy, I just want to, try to play it up that.
You're gonna look, if a guy's gonna put 8 of these tires on their vehicle today, he's gonna spend close to $4 grand
Yeah,
to do it.
but he's gonna get a couple years of life out of it.
We hope.
If
Yeah, of
he-
course. I mean,
if
there's
he
variables,
maintains-
right?
Yeah, if he
Get that.
has a good tire practice, maintains the air,
Yes.
watches them,
Got it.
yes. Yes.
How much worse of the fuel mileage do you have this?
This tire is not horrible on fuel economy. That tire is horrible on fuel economy, the XDA 512.
5%?
Or do we not have it?
We have it, there's a fuel report that Tom and Steve will teach you here end of the week, next week. But it depends on what tire you're comparing it to. So that's a question we couldn't answer.
And then, since this is a snow tire, have you run temperatures about?
Okay, we introduced it as a snow tire.
So it's not.
But no, it turned out to be a very viable
It's an
dry tire.
all-purpose.
Steve probably fell in love with it in Florida.
Yeah, well, not really, it doesn't run.
In Springfield, Missouri.
You're killing my story.
Yeah, in
That's not
Springfield,
on
Missouri, it ran great.
We were XDA 5 folks before.
So you don't say fuel. Okay, good.
I know.
It runs well in, except for Florida, all climates.
Canada.
It runs
Florida
pretty well
excluded.
Canada, the New England states, West Coast, East Coast, it doesn't matter. This tire is a great tire to sell, for me, it was in Springfield.
East.
I had, like I said, we had one guy that was, maybe I did say, I was out in Denver for a field training, and a guy went and talked to him, and he runs into California a lot. Well, this tire is not SmartWay certified, but it didn't matter to him. He gets the long run out. He'd much rather pay the fine if he got caught than change tires. So he wants to wear, okay? Well, since we have a new tire now, the X-Line Energy D, that has the same type of compounding and the same type of figure cycling, he could run that one now. But he liked this tire for that fact. He could run out there. So, who wants to sell me an XDM2?
I'll do it.
Come on. See? I'm saying,
Everybody's
So you're having a problem with your tires?
I am. I'm having these, a lot of runs to the northeast, and looking for something that's going to give me some traction, obviously with the weather considerations, and it's some mileage, and some stability. My guys are talking about they're scoring across the road.
Sure.
What do you guys have for me?
Well, I'll tell you what, this tire here, the XDM2, actually has a wider footprint, which will give you more surface contact with the road, and that'll result in both better traction and better handling for your guys. So that'll eliminate those skids around the road and that sort of thing. The other benefit it'll have for you is it'll actually reduce, because of the wider footprint, you'll get reduced tire wear. So you'll get better cost per mile out of the tire than what you're using
What about this open shoulder configuration? No, we
Yeah.
don't.
No, I was gonna take it there, but I will, that's another week or two down the road.
The one thing I would do, that was great, thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah.
The one thing I would do